Okay, so we're on to the second person who has messaged me today. Now, this first chickie, she is a fucking saint. We love her. She's awesome. She's also the most recent that I know of. Now, straight away, I got vivid flashbacks. She blocked him 2 days ago because she didn't agree with him and tried to make her feel bad because of that. And she goes on to say that her experience wasn't that bad. Now, those who have been following on from the start, I used to maintain that I wasn't a victim. That compared to all of these other people, it was just water off a duck's back for me. That it was sent through and I went against my judgment because I had to do this, right? I was the one that was going to put an end to this. When I went through all the court stuff, I realized how much of a victim I was. I had to reread everything that I ever sent to him. I had to listen to everything that he ever said to me. I had to pay a lot of attention. And I realized how fucking broken I was, and how desperate I was for something good to happen. Like, it'd been a hard couple of years. And he took advantage of that. He took full-blown advantage of that. Yeah, he didn't lay a finger on me. He did not, he took a lot of money for me. Like, at the time, I was struggling to pay rent, but it was my decision. I made a irresponsible decision. But he manipulated me so well. And I let it happen. When I was going through all the court shit, I literally said, the only way to stop this man is if somebody ends up dead. That's how I felt at that point in time for what he was doing to me. Anyways, the point that I was trying to make, these kind of experiences, those kind of moments stick with you and they chip away at you. You're allowed to call yourself a victim of somebody else's abuse, even if that person has abused somebody else way worse off. Even if you feel like you asked for some of it. It's a good trait to have faith in people and let them lose it, rather than you have no faith in anyone and someone tries to come into your life and do good things and you don't give them the opportunity. Anyways, moving on. So this saint goes on to say that she doesn't feel like a victim, that he was very gaslighting behaviour. She goes on to say the dribble that he spills and how he's trying to swoon her. And then she told a very familiar story. He'd lose his shit if she didn't agree with him. He added her about work and then wanted to go romantic. She wasn't having it though. Anyways, this little message she sent me gave me a little bit of PTSD over the hip hop situation. So I sent her the link to that video. And this is why I do it. She did it right. She wasn't a cunt. She stood up for herself. I didn't do it right. I have so much regret for not walking away at that point. And it is a daunting moment that lives rent-free in my head, that likes to pop up as soon as I get a quiet moment. Lucky enough, I don't get too many of those. But in society, as women, we have been taught to be pleasant. And even as a strong a feminist as I am, I still wear the burden of that. And she did it so fucking right. She stood up for herself. And by doing so, she stood up for all us women. And I love her for that. She wasn't a cunt. And I hate that she called herself a cunt. And I hate that she thought I did it well. But I love that she loves that she found my shit. I hope that like, people who are watching this find women like that inspiring, not me. I didn't do this to become inspiring. I did this because I find myself to be quite strong, and I still fell for this bullshit. And I didn't want anyone else to.